Hey guys, welcome back. It's Dave. Well, I hope you did your homework. I did. Let's see what we have accomplished since our last video. This is Stagecast Creator. Again, we're toying around with the evaluation version. Once we finish this little game, I'm going to switch over to my full version. And unfortunately, if you want to stick around with me, you're going to have to purchase this software if it's really intriguing you. But what I'm going to do is say open a sim, and I'm going to head back over to my desktop, and I created a little folder that I can toy around with, click space game. And here we go. So here's what I did for homework. I used the appearance tool, and this time I was toying around with the bad guys, which we started off in our last video creating that little comet. Well, I added an asteroid, a star, which almost, I don't know, kind of looks like maybe an egg. And I was toying around with what I should make for the last character, and I'm going to call this Shuttle. It's an American spaceship, okay, which means it's a good guy. And I tossed that in there because, you know, you're clicking around on the bad aliens and you might see, oh, there's a ship, and click it. And uh-oh, you just clicked the wrong one, you see? And again, you can see how incredibly awesome I am at drawing. You know, my artistic skills are incredibly cool, aren't they? That is supposed to be a space shuttle. Okay, so that was the first thing I did to get started. I think I want to make that an asteroid. The second thing I had to do for homework was to get rid of the, I'm going too fast here, I'm sorry. Get rid of the check for appearance. So I double click a bad guy, right? Or, yeah, bad guy. Open up the drawer. These are the rules, right? Double click open a rule. We were looking at this left tab. And if you did the homework correctly, there should be nothing under and if. All right, there's a box in here that says my appearance looks like this blue alien. All right, you had to hit edit, and then I've been using the X tool and just click to get rid of that thing. Okay, and I got rid of it in both of these rules. Okay, all right, so that should have brought you up to speed to get us started with today's episode. Well, I've been giving it some thought on the movement, so if I just close these out to speed things up. If we watch the movement for a minute, you know, it's pretty tough, but I mean, look at the, maybe it's easier to spot it with this little space eel. You know, it's easy to see that the guys you want to click on are moving up and down, okay? And again, you could just kind of get your mouse in position and just wait for the eel to come to you and then click, okay? I came up with a slightly alternate idea. What if instead of going up and down, he could go up or left? And then these guys, instead of going left and right, could go maybe left and down or something like that. That might make it a little harder to anticipate where the guys are going to appear. You know, like I want this grouping of 4. So again, I could just sit here and wait in its column until it came to me. You see that? And it might make the game a little easier. And I love to make the games as challenging as possible. Okay? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up our good guy. And let's see, he's going down and up. Let's say I delete down. So right now he only knows how to go up. But what if in addition I wanted him to go left? So I'm going to make a rule for left. So I'm going to click that open, span it out, and this time the window's a little bigger because I had opened up this and if section. So now we can take care of 3 things. Okay. So I clicked on the rule tool, I spanned out my spotlight, First thing I want to do is move him to the left. Second thing I want to do is give it a good name. Move left. And then the third thing I want to do is get rid of this character check. All right? If I don't, only the aliens that look like Alien 1 would be able to move left, while all the other ones would just go straight up the screen, and that probably wouldn't do it. Okay? Then I'll hit done. Okay? And then the last thing I want to do is move it into the random drawer so that it's up or left. All right, now I'm going to leave that open for a minute as I double click this guy here. I've got the room in my screen so that I can have a couple of these windows open. If not, if you want to, you can hide your screen for a minute. I'm just doing this so that I can see which two I have. Okay, so since I'm making this guy move left, this guy should not move left. And this time I'll show you another technique for deleting. I move this window, which is covering my blue X. I can come over here, and instead of using blue X, I can single click the rule. Whoops, come on. Single click it. Notice it highlights in yellow. And then on my keyboard, hit delete. Okay? All right, so if he's moving left, he can't move left. So left and right are taken care of. This is up. Down is not taken care of. So I need a rule for down. So I'm going to tell this guy to go down. So spread out your spotlight. Move him down. Give him a proper name, right? Move down. All right. And again, get rid of the appearance check. Single click it to highlight it on your keyboard. Delete. Done. And then the last thing is to drag it and drop it in the random. Okay? All right, so let's close those down. I'll do a save, and I forgot to tell you this last episode, so I hope you were able to do that, or else you lost all your work, and I apologize. You can either click that purple box and go Save Sim, or it has Control S as a shortcut, right? Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but there's a little window over here with a little blue bar that fills in. All right, this is a short sim, so it saves almost instantly. All right, so now let's hit play, and let's see what happens. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. You could try to follow, like I'm following these little suns. Remember, you wouldn't click a sun, but wow, that could be tough. You see? Now, if we had the full version of the software, we could actually make them move in all different directions, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. But I'm trying to get away with just the 10 rules that Stagecast is allowing us to use in the evaluation version. Okay, so I think movement-wise, that's pretty darn good. I'm looking at something like, all right, a blue alien. Those are the easy ones to see at least. You're trying to click a blue alien without clicking one of the bad guys. That is going to be tough. Okay? All right, so I'm going to hit stop. So now we're ready for the next piece, and this is going to involve a little bit of programming. Any game you play, there should be a way for you to win and a way for you to lose. To win, I think in this game you should rid space from all the bad guys. And if I open up another drawer, this guy called characters, it'll show me all the stars that exist in this game. All right, and do you notice they have names? You saw them when I double clicked it. You see, character, right? Well, these guys are the what? The aliens. So I'm going to give it a better name. These guys are the, oh goodness, what do we want to call them? Entities, others, baddies. How about baddies? B-A-D-D-I-E-S. We don't want to click those. Okay. If I right click here, I can get the same menu that I can get when I'm over here. You see that? If I double click one that's on the stage, we talked about this. All right, notice it's called character 1-8. All right, that's because I haven't saved. I believe if I save it, then I double click. Okay, maybe I have to exit and go back in. Let me just try that. I want to say close sim, open sim, go back in. All right, and what if I double click it? Oh, it's still called character. Okay, so it didn't, that's weird. It didn't take on our new name. Oh, I know, I think. No, called Alien 3. So that's weird that he's called character. But anyways, 1-8. All right, 1 meaning it was the first star created in the game. 8 meaning it was the 8th duplicate that was created on the screen. Do you see that? Well, what if I double click one of the ones in the character drawer? All right, notice this guy's called Aliens. No numbers after it. Do you see that? That's telling me that it's not a guy out here, it's a guy in here. Well, why am I telling you this? If I double click here, do you notice something else that didn't happen? This is the guy that's highlighted, okay? If I do this guy, do you notice this is the guy that's highlighted, and this image is highlighted. There's a neat trick. Watch the stage as I click and hold that image. Do you see that? It's a quick way to find all of your aliens on the stage. So what if perhaps maybe one of them happened to be covered by another one, which won't happen in this game, but we're going to talk about that soon. It would be an easy way to find them. I could double click the baddies and the same thing. There are all the baddies. You see that? Okay. So that's a neat way to find the ones that you might need to work on. All right. And I really came in here because I wanted to give them some better names. All right. Okay, so now we have to figure out how many aliens are on the screen. And, oh, that was the reason I came in here. So if I come into this aliens and I click and hold, and I think, oh yeah, as long as I don't let go of my mouse, I can move my mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to let go of my mouse. There are 10 aliens. We need a way to check if all 10 aliens are still on the screen. If you win the game, you want to rid space of all the aliens. Every time you take out an alien, that number should go down. So if this guy goes away, there are now 9 aliens that you have to get rid of. So we need to tell the game how many aliens are still infesting our quadrant of space. And to do that, we're going to make a variable. We saw this window before. It was called global. The word global means it affects everything. And these are global variables that are built into every sim you create. But you can create your own global variables. So I'm just making this global window a little wider to give us some space over here. It's this button up here that allows us to create variables. So I want to create a variable called aliens. So when I click this and I create it by clicking somewhere in this open space, a box pops up. The box has a name in the yellow area and a place for us to put a value in the white area. So we're going to put, for the name, we're just going to call it aliens. For the value, we're going to put the number 10. So in this game, there are 10 aliens to start. Every time we click an alien, 2 things should happen. It should go away, and this number should go down by 1. So that's the rule I want to work on for today. All right. We're going to keep this game kind of simple, so it's going to lack some of the better features that you might find in a better game. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a rule, And again, it doesn't matter which alien we do it on. I'm going to stick with this blue alien because all the movement rules were based on him as well. So I'm just going to pick this guy. I'm going to click it. Okay. Now this time around, we don't have to worry about the spotlight because what we're actually looking at is, did we click this alien? Okay. So really our work today is going to be done in this window. So first, let's give it a title. Clicked alien. Okay. All right, we saw last video that we don't want this box because if this box stays, it's only going to check to see if we clicked the blue alien. I want it to check for the eel and the other aliens, right? So I'm going to hit this blue X and I'm going to delete that. All right. So now we got to say, did we click this alien? And to do that, we have to be on the and if section, which is this left yellow tab. And if you click it, this set of tools over here pops up. And there's a little mouse over here. If I click the mouse, I can come over here and I can click the box. See that? Was the mouse clicked on that box? All right, and really, was it clicked on the alien? Okay, so is it an alien? Doesn't matter what it looks like. Is it an alien? Did I click on you? If I did, then we're going to take a look for the first time at the right side, the actions. We've used the actions, we just haven't seen this section of the window. All right, so when I click an alien, two things need to happen. I need this alien to get destroyed, to get deleted. And this is as easy as you could either use the little blue X and click the alien, or I could click the box and hit delete. Delete the alien. Okay? And then the last thing we have to do has to do with this box, this alien's global variable. Okay, if you can't see that, you might have to drag Rule Maker over so you can get at this window, or click Open Global and open the window if it's not already open. If I drag this variable into the rule, I could set the variable to another number. But that's not what I want to do. And even if I open this up, look, subtract. So here we go. I could subtract 1 from aliens. And actually, I didn't know that was possible. I just taught myself something new. The other way to do it is this tool here. Look, we're in actions, so these tools have changed. Okay, this is one way to do it. Or I could click this box and this line pops in. Now I'm just going to use the blue X to get rid of this one. All right, the way I used to do it was this way, but I think I just fell in love with a new way. I could come and grab aliens by the yellow, drag it, and then drop it. Not here. If I drop it here, see how the yellow box, it's going to make a new box down here. I want to drop it as a piece of this box. So I'm going to try to take my mouse arrow and point in that first box. See that? And I like this because you can actually kind of see what it's doing. But the other one does the same thing, I suppose. I want to say put the value that's in aliens minus 1 back into aliens. And I could either drag it from here or drag a copy of it from over there. You see? Now I'm going to show you the other one again. You don't need both. You just need one of these. All right, I never knew this was, I never knew that was there. Subtract 1 from aliens. Both of these do the exact same thing. All right, and actually I think because I've just discovered this, I'm going to use that for this one. I'm going to get rid of this. So you could have done it this way with this tool, or you could have just dragged it in and did this. Okay, and you can actually see it already subtracted it. All right, and if I move the rule maker over, look, in the spotlight, that alien is gone. So as we made the rule, it was executing the rule. If I hit done, that alien is gone. It's set to 9. If you're careful, you can hit the back 1 button. Stay away from rewind. Rewind will go backwards all the way to the last time you saved, deleting what you've created, unless you've saved it. But if I hit back 1 time, the alien comes back, the value gets set to 10. Okay? That is all I need to do to get aliens to die. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save it. And just to make it easy to play, I'm going to go to slow mode. I'm going to hit play. Okay. Now I've got this window open so that we can see what's going on. Aliens is set to 10. Let's do a blue alien. If I can get him. Oh, he's fast. He's even fast on slow. Click, click, click. There he goes. See, it went to 9. Let's see if I can do a little eel. Oh, I missed him. He went off the bottom. Come on. Come on. Oh, I got him. Oh, wait. I got something because he went to 8. Probably wasn't the eel, though. Oh, you know what? Was the eel? No, the eel's a bad guy, isn't he? Or he's an alien, isn't he? Yeah, there he goes. See, now I'm down to 6. Let's try one of these green guys. Ooh, there's a certain amount of anticipation you got to look for. What else? Another green guy. There we go. Down to 4. What else? What else? Another green guy. Come on, where's this green guy? Down to 3. What else is there now? The sun? No, not the sun. Oh, this another blue guy. 2. Oh, the little guys, the little groupings. Even on slow, it's a little bit tough. Come on. There he goes. 0. And then the game would be over. All right. Now, it's not over yet because we have to create a rule for that. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stop it, but all our aliens are gone. Well, I could hit rewind. Remember, I saved before I played. So now when I hit rewind, and I actually will speed up a little bit, my aliens will come back. It's going backwards in time. See? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and that's as far as it went. 6. All right. Let's reset, which should get us the full 10. Reset's powerful. Reset means throw away the one that's open and open the one that I saved to my hard disk. Okay. When we went rewind, it only went back to 6, so there must be a limit. And maybe that's another thing in the evaluation version. I don't know. A limit to how much it can remember in the background. Okay. All right, a couple things going on here. That rule that we made for the aliens, where's an alien? This guy here, all right, is the 5th rule. And in the evaluation version, again, we can only have 10. All right, so half our rules are now gone. The order means it will always first check to see if you clicked an alien. If you didn't, then it'll randomly move them. You see, so it's given it priority. All right. If this was down here, and you can just drag it and put it down here, you'd never be able to kill him because it would always move out of your way. Well, you might be able to kill him if your mouse was ahead of it. It would move the alien first, then see if you clicked an alien. I'm going to keep it on the top. Okay. All right. Well, what else could we do? We only have 2 characters. And we saw, I think there was a limit to how many characters you could have. I think we saw that in the first video. I think it was 3, I think it was. So we're going to make a new character. And this character we're going to call info. All right. And what we want to do with this character is we want to show on the screen somewhere how many aliens are still alive. All right. So what I want to do here is we could call this what? Count. We'll delete the graphic, and let's say red is a nice bright color. There's a tool that lets us type into the editor. And if I say count, see how big that is? So what I could try to do is come up to font, and see that was size 12. If I drop down to size 8, see how small it is? Maybe. All right, that's not too bad. All right, except wow, the T is a little weird. Okay, so I'm gonna try that. All right, that's, you know what? I'm gonna clear that. What if we went to 9? Is 9 gonna be nice? Oh yeah, much nicer. Much nicer. Okay. Then I'll do a couple things. I'm done with the word count, but you notice how close the T is? See how it's got like a one pixel gap between? So the first thing I want to do is move my T one block to the right. Then I want to center this kind of up here. Okay. And then again, if I click it, yeah, see, that's easier to read. And we'll actually put this maybe down in the corner. All right. Now, the purpose of this character is to show us how many aliens are left, because, you know, if you make this game and you give it to your friend, you're not going to give them creator, because creator is yours. You would give them a copy of that player. But in the player, they can't open this window. They can't modify the sim. So really, you know, when I believe they can't even open this. And we'll play around with player when we finish this game. Most of these tools get ghosted out, and there's only some of the basic tools that you can use, like play. So we need a way on screen to show how many are left. So here's something else that you can do. I can grab a variable and drag it in to the editor. Do you see that? And it creates a little text box. This aliens will get replaced, and if I click here, by the value of that. You see that? So, and it's hard to see because it's a wide box. It doesn't totally, well, I guess this box does. It totally fits in. And again, do you notice that it's on the left? So we can do a couple things. First, under font, I can say I want to center the value. And if I click, see, it's in the middle now. All right, what else could I do? I want to make it bigger. Okay, now see, here's where the box gets weird. Okay, and then, okay, see here? So I got to come to the left a little bit. Okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. And then maybe the last one, while it's highlighted with this little blue box, is to change the color. And maybe we'll say yellow. How's that? Okay. All right, so if I hit done there, now I'll save it. Save sim. Okay. I'm going to close this window. See, it's 10, right? It's 10 here. I'll close this window. Close this window. Now we can actually play the game. And this is really the full speed of the game. And because it's a character, these guys are just going to bump into him. See, and then they'll have to use the other direction to move around it. And let's see if we can take out a guy. Let's see. There, see? It went to 9. Let's try another one. Good. It went to 8. See? All right, so I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to reset it. Okay? All right, so we're almost out of time for today, but we were able to, well, did a couple things. We made the movement a little harder for the player to be able to predict where the alien will be. You know, like they're not just going to sit here and wait and click. All right. We created a global variable called aliens that we set to 10 because there are 10 aliens flying around space. We created a new character called info that we use to display how many aliens were on the screen, and we created a new rule that allows us to check for whether or not an alien was clicked. In our next video, we're going to have to look at what would happen if you clicked a guy you weren't supposed to click. Remember, there should be a way to lose the game, okay? And that's going to be something called strikes. And I'll steal this from the game of baseball. You get 3 strikes and the game is over. So in other words, you don't want the person just going click, 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 click until eventually they click all 10 aliens. All right? So you could make 3 bad clicks. Now I could sit here in outer space and click like crazy and nothing will happen. But if I mistakenly click 3 bad guys, my game is over. All right? And that's what we're going to work on in our next video. All right? Okay, my name is Dave. I hope you're having fun with this Stagecast, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.